everybody, welcome to my channel, Emerald Star Tarot. I hope that you are all happy, healthy, and wealthy, and today we are going to be doing another pick a card reading, and this one is going to be about what is your aura color, and what does that say about you, or what does that mean about your personality. I thought today that it would just be really fun. I haven't read auras in a really long time, so I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. As you can see, we have 6 piles to choose from, all different tarot decks, and we also have the oracle cards. So you can take your time now. You can pause the video, take a couple deep breaths, and select the pile or group that calls to you. So we will get to those in a minute, and I'll tell you what each crystal and tarot deck is. But before we did that, I just wanted to say that if you did like the messages that I share here today, I ask that you either like, share, comment, subscribe, any way that you feel so called to show support, or just show me that you resonated and liked this channel. That would be amazing and greatly appreciated. Alright, so let's move on to the groups. So over here on the left-hand side, we have the Osho Zen Tarot deck, our group 1s for today, with the citrine crystal jar. For group number 2, what is the name of that one? It might be Tarot of the Divine. I might be wrong though. For group number 2, we have this new deck that I'm not really sure what the name of it is, and this obsidian crystal jar. So mystery deck is what we're going to call it right now. For group number 3, we have the African American Tarot deck and Tiger's Eye crystal jar. And if you can, by any chance, if you guys hear any like snoring in the background, I'm not sure if the mic is picking up on it. That's just my toddler, so just bear with me. For group number 4, we have the tarot, the Wild Unknown Tarot, and the Garnet crystal jar. It's like a deep red. I really like that jar actually. For group number 5, we have the New Mythic Tarot and Rose Quartz jar, crystal jar. And then lastly, we have the Dreamscapes Tarot deck, or the Shadowscapes Tarot deck, and this Amethyst crystal jar. Alright, so please tap in to any of these, whether it's the tarot deck, the crystal, whether you're just using your intuition. Take your time and select what group or groups call to you today. I will see you all at your readings. I'm so excited. Take care. Hello, my lovely group 1s who selected the Osho Zen Tarot deck and this citrine crystal jar. We are going to be getting into what is your aura color and what that says about you and your personality at this time. So I did, sort of plan this one out. Yeah, I'm trying to explain it. I should have just explained it in the intro, but I guess I'm just gonna do it individually for each pile. Basically, we're gonna be picking up on like your natural aura color versus like how you interact with your environment. So nature versus nurture. So this side is going to be nature, this side is going to be nurture. That basically I'm using that as a distinction between how you are naturally versus how you are as a result of your environment, your upbringing, the current situation that you're in right now. Things like that, because all these things could change your aura, your emotions, and could have an impact on this reading. I also am going to be picking up on your pain body and your light body. So it's kind of going to be like a dark and a light sort of reading, nature versus nurture. There's going to be contrast because we're trying to pick up on the things that you are conscious about and the things that you're unconscious about. We are going to be getting into how your aura and your energy is impacting those around you, whether you're aware of it or not. So I hope that all makes sense. And let's just get into this reading. So we are actually going to start with the oracle cards. I love how a card flipped out. We are going to start with the oracle cards first, just to get a read on your aura. So let's do that first. Okay, my lovely group ones. I'm not sure if I said this, but I hope that you are all happy, healthy, and wealthy. So these are going to be picking up on your nature, so your aura color, without the influence of your environment. What are my group ones aura color at this time? Okay. What are we doing? Okay. We have confidence. So this is actually the color black. But that doesn't necessarily, it can be a little bit difficult for that to be like an aura color. I see a multicolored aura really. With black, it absorbs all the colors in the spectrum. And then we have confidence. So I feel like even with this, the glasses that this card is wearing, it's almost like you can reflect, sort of, I'm almost getting someone who can pick and choose what aura color they present themselves with. It's very interesting. I didn't think I was going to get that today. Okay, so this can be nature, and we're going to kind of divide it here with the selenite. And then we have these crystal grid cards. So this is going to be more how your aura is within your environment. Okay, we got 2. So we have boundaries and crossroads. Oh, wow, that's really interesting. We have 12 and 21. Yeah, so once again, I'm getting this energy of someone who can switch up their aura color. Really interesting. This looks a little bit weird. I'm going to do that. I do actually see that the crossroads card that I just covered up, it's a chrysocolite, and then we have calcite fairy stone. Yeah, I see this color, this like brown orangey color potentially, and then we have this really light like turquoise color. Interesting. I see that you have 2 sides to you, group 1. Interesting. Okay, so I'm seeing a little bit of a chameleon energy with my group 1s. I think that you might be a bit of a people pleaser with this boundaries and crossroads card. And I feel like it's gotten you in a bit of a sticky situation. It kind of has your energy a little bit split in 2. And there's this one side of you that you have with your true friends. And I feel like this is more like that crossroads energy. Like that you could just be confident and casual. There's this cool energy to you, group 1. And then this other side to you with the boundaries card with the calcite fairy stone, we have somebody who plays a part for other people, so people pleasing. So I definitely see somebody who is changing their energy actively. Like, I feel like you're a little bit conscious of it, group 1. You're not doing it by accident, you're doing it on purpose. So this might have to do with your career, but there is something with the split energy that is sort of warning you to find the right balance. Interesting. But let's just get more into the reading. All right, what more does Spirit have to say about my group one's aura and what it says about their personality? Okay. Wow, we have the Lovers. Yeah, split into the evil twin and the good twin. We have the Fool card. We have Healing with the King of Cups. And we have Isolation. There we go. I think this is where this cool energy is coming from. And then this is definitely this warmer energy that is contributing to this here. Okay, so I feel like naturally you're really goofy. You don't take yourself too seriously. With this confidence card, I see that you might be very good at theater, acting, art, some sort of self-expression that you're really good at. You have a lot of natural talent, my group ones. And then with this boundaries card, I really see it being, this is the healing of your pain body right now. So I'm going to be interested to see what we get with our shadow and our light cards to kind of see what's going on there. But I do see somebody who feels like they have to be a completely different person in public. Someone who is very sensitive and likes to spend a lot of time alone, that maybe you don't even want to go out of the house. I think that you would prefer to just recharge right now and be with the people that you love. I feel like there's this really difficult situation that you're going through right now where it's kind of making you more cold than you usually are with Isolation, which is in traditional tarot, it's the Three of Swords. So it's another healing card. Very interesting. I wonder why you feel as though you have to protect yourself and hide your gifts and your talents. You could also be a healer of some sort. You could work in the health profession. Maybe it might have something to do with wearing a mask. Maybe at work you're required to wear like a surgical mask. Maybe you're not allowed to show emotion, and you're just there to fulfill a role. Like maybe you're supposed to be caretaking for people, and so you're putting your emotions to the wayside so that you can get your job done. But then it makes you come across a little bit cold. It does, group one. And I really do see naturally you're this really warm, confident, loving person. It's really interesting too because the Lovers card is not just about like your partnerships. It really is a card of crossroads. It genuinely is a card of making the right decision, being torn between something that you love, or two things that you love even. So there is an internal struggle with my group ones to fully accept themselves in no matter where they are. So I feel like you might change depending on what setting you're in. And I mean, if it's for something like work, obviously that's appropriate. But there's a reason that it's showing up the way that it's showing up right now. Okay, so these are our light and our dark cards. So this is the Lightworkers Oracle by Alana Fairchild, and these are the Blind Spot cards by Teal Swan. So this is like a deck for shadow work. So what I'm using it for today in our reading is to pick up on something in your aura called the pain body. So the pain body, you could also look it up, but the way I understand the pain body is it's all of our wounds and our repressed traumas, our battle scars basically, and in a more energetic way. So it could be physical as well, but this is also in a more like energetic aura type of way. So this could also be passed on through generations. And you could also be tapping into the unconscious pain body, which is like, you know, if you're a woman, you could be feeling the suffering and the pain of all women throughout history. And you could be tapping into that pain body. And so maybe, you know, like birth and something, you know, like something is being impacted because of the pain body, tends to happen. And then the Lightworkers Oracle is for the light body. So this is for the highest, healthiest version of yourself. This is tapping into the parts of your body and the parts of your aura that are the most healing, that are the most integrated, the most accepted and harmonious within you at this time. Sometimes people, if you're particularly suffering, if you're in a suffering state, this can sometimes be referring to like your higher self that you may have not fully matched up with yet in the 3D. So basically like your ideal version. It can be the light body sometimes. So we're going to be tapping into your aura, the light and the dark. So these cards are pretty heavy. They tend to talk about like life purpose, and this one in particular, the blind spot card, can be a little bit uncomfortable. So just a little bit of a warning, but we're going to be tapping into that. And then we have some more oracle cards about how you are impacting others, like what effect your aura is having on those around you. So we're going to start with the light body. Can we tap into my group 1's light body at this time? Woo! Okay. I'm going to take those 2 that slipped out and put them back. And we have this 1 that went right on top of here. And we have Master Hilaron and Archangel Raphael. Yeah, so definitely healing energy. Some of you guys might be in physio right now. I don't know why I got that. Interesting. Maybe some of my group 1s are recovering from an injury or from like a cold or something. There's some type of reason you may have had to go visit the doctors recently. Alright, now let's pick up on the pain body for my group 1s. There we go. So these cards are like symbols or sigils. So I'm actually going to have to read from the book on this one. Oh no, I know what this one is. Oh no, guys. This sigil is about causing harm to yourself and others. Huh, interesting. Let's read about that. Okay, so we're going to read the dark first and then the light, just because. So we have not, yeah. Wow, we opened right up to it. So it's wishing and willing harm. Okay. Okay. So it says, if you have drawn this sigil, you are most likely totally unaware that you are wishing harm on others or directly and indirectly trying to punish them. Okay, maybe you've cut certain people off and your boundaries have been very firm. Maybe there might have been a breakup recently and you're healing from it, but it's like you want this person to hurt as well. So you may have ghosted someone, you may have blocked someone. I feel like there is a sense where you feel confident about your decision. Somewhat. I feel like you feel confident enough that you may have like sent that text message or deleted that number that you needed to delete. Some choice has been made with the crossroads and the Lovers card. But I think the choice that has been made, if you did make that choice, group 1, was one that is causing, suffering for everybody involved. And I'm not putting all the blame on you, obviously. Group 1, I'm simply just saying that, hurt people hurt people. So if this person, it could be a romantic interest, it could be a family member, it could be something that happened at school, but whatever the situation was, you're hurting about the situation and you want the other people involved to also not feel good. Even if you're not directly going out there and making them feel bad, your energy, like, you're basically like, you don't want them to be having a good day. You're like, you ruined my day. I don't want you to have a good day. This is basically the energy I'm getting. So yeah, maybe my group 1s have gone through something pretty difficult, some sort of transition, like maybe you lost your job and now you're getting a new job, you're moving, divorce, or separation from a family member, something along those lines, some decision between your head and your heart had to be made. I see. All right, group 1. So it says, we punish in order to establish a sense of control in a situation where we feel out of control. We punish in order to establish a sense of fairness because we feel wronged, which is to escape from resentment. We punish to try to get people to comply so that they don't do something again. The problem is, punishment doesn't work. When we punish, which is to introduce negative stimulus, a person doesn't usually avoid doing the behavior we want them to stop. Instead, they avoid the source of that negative stimulus. This means they still do the behavior, they simply just do it behind our backs. Okay, so that's all I'm going to read from it. It's quite lengthy. I think it's about 3 to 4 pages. Yeah, it is. So yeah, so I think it's self-explanatory. I think we went into it enough. Let's read the light body now. Number 28. Okay. It says, part of your divine purpose is to develop the power of your mind and use it for healing purposes. Ooh, so maybe you're in counseling. Maybe you're in school for counseling, or something therapeutic for others. You're in the healthcare industry, maybe nursing, something. It's only a message for some of my group 1s. If you change your mind, you can change your world. Guidance and healing inspiration can come to you daily, helping improve your own life and the lives of others. Healing and opening the mind to new realities and possibilities are the gifts of the Ascended Master Hilron and Archangel Raphael. Hilarion, sorry. Master Hilarion? All right. All right, so I see that my group 1s are very, very intellectual. I see that you're very confident in your abilities, in yourself. I see someone who's pretty well educated or in the course, like currently in some sort of course of study. But I do see this disconnect between your head and your heart, and it's sort of creating this energy of confusion. And yeah, I think there's definitely pain that somewhere in your aura right now, and I think it wants to be brought up with the King of Cups right now. It wants to be brought up for some sort of healing. So it might have to do in particular with exactly where these hands are being laid out. So it could be anxiety, some sort of mental health issue, with the figure laying the hands over the head. It could also be some sort of digestive issue. It depends. All right, let us see how your aura is impacting others. So we already do see that unfortunately, you're hurting other people, either due to your absence or due to something that you said. So let's check unconsciously. So this is like basically I did another instance of black and white. So this is going to be consciously what you're creating with your aura, with your energy, and this will be unconscious, so things that you're not aware that you are doing. So let's do that first. So how are my group ones causing harm to others? Focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-acceptance. Okay. I feel like it's like the fact that you've taken your energy away from people. Interested, so it says talking. Okay, it might have been something that you said. It said interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, hovering. So yeah, maybe you ghosted somebody and they're waiting for your call, waiting for your text, and it's just not happening. And then we have Cupid's arrow and love. So it says have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation or meeting, hesitation. And then this is unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. So yeah, I think that this is, for some of my group ones, it's definitely a romantic partner. And this person, their feelings are hurt because you pulled away. You've gone into some form of isolation, my group ones. But I do feel like you're confident in your decision. I feel like there's a reason why you're doing it. A very logical reason why you're pulling away. But I don't think either of you or anyone in the situation is particularly happy about it. All right. Make a mission statement for your soul. Yeah, so you're on that career path. I find it interesting. It kind of relates to the Fool card, where it's like he's walking the road less traveled. I feel like you're single right now, potentially. And the now. Yeah, someone definitely has anxiety right now. I'm getting the movie Inside Out, too. And then we have Earth Creator, and it's in the reverse. Okay, so you have less time for the people that you were giving your time and energy to, and you have taken that back. And the mission statement for your soul is basically, I'm getting the energy of like standing on business. I said what I said. I did what I did. Do something about it. That's basically the energy I'm kind of getting from you in group one. I feel like you're very confident in your decision. And I feel like the decision, honestly, might have been to cut somebody off. Like, cut somebody out of your life. And you consciously did that. And you're choosing yourself. So, I don't really see you, like, really, like, consciously trying to will other people harm. I just kind of see you are very motivated to start something new. I'm here and get your lick back. Some of you guys might be mad at an ex. And so you're kind of stunting on them, and you're flexing a bit with the confidence card. Interesting. But you're on a healing journey overall. That's the main energy I get. Honestly, group one, you have the energy and the aura of a healer, and it's very special energy. But I also see this coldness to your aura at this time, and I think it's coming from your pain body. So this isolation card, and this King of Cups, I feel like these are supposed to work together. Because I feel like the boundaries card in its highest state is actually a really good energy to be able to tap into. I think it's a little bit more cool and nonchalant than this crossroads energy that's like more heavy and confused and fearful. But I still think you need to heal. There's definitely some sort of situation where there were some hurt feelings, and I feel it coming from either a romantic relationship or some sort of family situation. But yeah, it's impacting you right now, but I see you getting through it. I see, you know, Archangel Raphael and Master Hilarion working very close with you at this time. And I think that there is a confident new beginning waiting for you. Or at least that's something that you're very motivated towards. Some type of new beginning for you with the Fool card, and then make a mission statement for your soul. So yeah, very, very beautiful. I really like your aura. It's very confident. It's really solid. And then I think you're just figuring some stuff out right now. I think you're making some big life decisions, and you can take your time. That's what I'm going to say. All right, my lovely, lovely group ones. I hope that you enjoyed this reading that I had for you today. If you did, I ask that you show me some love. You guys can comment. You guys can subscribe. You guys can, I think there's like a tip option. It's like a super thanks or something. You guys can do that if you want to. And I hope to see you again on my channel. And hopefully, if you're interested, you guys will select another pile from this reading. And if not, then I'll see you again on my channel, hopefully one day. Sending you all love, light, and divine protection. Take care, my group ones. Hello, my lovely group twos who selected this obsidian crystal jar. And I think that this is called the Tarot of the Divine, but I might be mistaken. Don't quote me. This lovely, beautiful new tarot deck that was gifted to me by someone really awesome. So we're going to use it today, and we are going to figure out what is your aura color. For today's reading, I'm doing this sort of compare and contrast between your light and your dark side, your true nature versus your nurture, or like the environment that you're in and how that impacts how your aura is. And then we're going to be looking into how your aura affects the people around you, the parts that you're aware of and the parts that you may not be aware of at this time. So let's get into it. I am going to start with the oracle cards to get your aura. I'm going to put that right here, put the selenite right here. All right. So what are my group two's aura color at this time? What is the most dominant aura color? Ooh, we have magic. My group twos are so magical. So this is, I believe, purple. Okay, so you guys could have like definitely an aura that's in the higher chakras. So like the crown chakra, third eye chakra. So you could have a really strong intuition. You could identify as like a clairvoyant, a psychic, something along those lines. You could have been born gifted, like a born psychic or a born witch is what I'm getting. I mean magic, right? And then I also see like a really bright aura. Like the energy is very expansive. Even in this card, it's like going outward, right? Alright, and then this is going to be your environment, like how you are when you're interacting with your environment. Heart protection, pink fluorite. Okay. Kind of similar energy. So we have pink, purple. I think that's like, is that the color magenta or fuchsia? Something like that. So fuchsia, magenta, purple, pink. That's what I'm getting for you. I don't know why I'm still shuffling. Interesting, we do have another purple card at the bottom. All right, my lovely group twos. I can see someone who is definitely very loving, very kind, very warm. Very knowledgeable and wise as well. I'm getting someone who's like a mystic. Someone who definitely felt very different growing up, who has this sense of like armor when they go out into the world, because maybe even in your home you weren't very accepted for the things that you knew. Because I feel with pink fluorite is like regular fluorite is like a multicolored green purplish type of stone, and it's really good for like concentrating. It's a really good crystal to keep at your desk to get your work done, but it's said to be like a horrible crystal to put under your bed because it creates like an overactive mind in that regard. So for pink fluorite to come out, I sense that it's like you having these really natural mystical abilities or this very mystical knowledge. Maybe you're very gifted in subjects like science. I could also see art. I'm mainly getting physics though, so science is a really big thing. Astrology, astronomy, things like that. I see my group twos potentially being interested in. But I see you feeling like you had to protect yourself from criticism in your environment. So I'm getting the word sensitive. So maybe your family members or whoever you grew up with, maybe it's like, I don't know why, like a sibling. I'm getting that they just think of you as really sensitive. Alright, let's get the book really quick, just a little bit. Okay, so for pink fluorite, I've never actually worked with pink fluorite before. So it's pink fluorite, amethyst, quartz, and optical calcite. So this crystal grid is made up of multiple stones, basically. So the main one is pink fluorite in the center, but the focus point, but on the outside we also have other crystals like amethyst, quartz, optical calcite. So pink fluorite is a stone for the heart chakra. You may be in need of some heart protection if you have recently gone through a breakup or lost someone you love. Your heart may be vulnerable to even the slightest bit of stress. Your heart just needs some space and protection to heal. When your heart is out of balance, it can affect all of your other chakras, which can accentuate issues or just bring on more sorrow. Let fluoride help protect you from any more undue stress and allow it to bring some organization back into your life. Okay, interesting. Pink fluorite is also good in helping you stabilize your aura and aid in psychic work. It also operates with the third eye chakra. This is a perfect combination while working with heart issues. I do see that this card, even the magic card, almost has like an eye in the center of it. Like I said, very psychic. Very psychic. I love how it literally said that it's a good card to help you stabilize your aura. That's why I think I'm saying, like, right now people are, like, I'm getting the word touchy, sensitive. Like, oh, group 2 is really sensitive right now. There might be a good reason, or you might have just been born a little bit more sensitive and special, because I see a lot of spiritual gifts. So I see, like, it's very important for my group 2s to protect their heart, to protect their what they let in and what they let out. I feel like big crowds could be really overwhelming for my group 2s. I'm getting a little bit of an introvert, but when somebody is interested in one of your hobbies, I feel like you just light up and you just are like, oh my god, and you could just talk about like astrology or whatever your interest is, and I feel like you could just go on and on and on about it. But this is very protected knowledge. I don't think that you just open up to anybody about this. All right, let's see. So we're going to ask the tarot to give us some more clarification. Anything that they could tell us or show us about your aura and your personality. There we go. Ooh, we got the 7 of Swords. Yeah. Okay, you definitely had some snakes in the grass. I feel like my group 2s are afraid of the dark, or like afraid of their own shadow. I feel like you're very scared about people saying things behind your back. Maybe you've heard people gossiping about you lately, about your relationship. You have the Ace of Coins. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take this one. We have the Magician. Super interesting. The Magician. And I really like in this deck that it's like very... Sorry if it's not focusing. 1 second. Let me focus this card. There we go. I love how it's like a fairy godmother. So beautiful. All right. Sorry. I just had to fix it. I got really, really perfectionistic all of a sudden. So maybe my group 2s are perfectionists, and like you guys are very meticulous, and you go through every little detail. What am I trying to say? No like detail escapes your sight. I don't know. There's a quote about that said it better than I did. Nothing gets past your sight, something like that. Anyway, so we have the 9 of Wands, the Magician, the Ace of Coins, or the Ace of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords. Okay, so I see someone who is on the lookout with this 9 of Wands and the 7 of Swords. Someone who's literally on the lookout for people that are going to hurt them. So, like, their boundaries and their walls are way up. Your armor is on. I definitely feel like someone may have backstabbed you lately, or just did something really snaky, or like kind of two-faced even. I feel like I hurt your feelings. But I feel like my group 2 is like, you guys are this magician energy. I feel like you guys, whatever group system or family system that you're in, you're literally like the fixer. So you may have taken on that role. You take on a lot of responsibility in your house. And maybe, you know, it's even caused you to kind of want to avoid your house. Maybe you don't really want to go back. With this 9 of Wands, I see like almost like these skulls like scaring this person from entering past the gate. So maybe there's some sort of domestic issue going on at home. Maybe it might have something to do with your finances. Interesting. I definitely feel like my group 1s attract things as if by magic, though. You guys are very powerful manifestors. I just see you being very protective, I'm getting the word hyper vigilant about what's going on behind your back. Being very fearful that people are not who they say they are. Okay. I wonder if somebody recently betrayed you, or if you've always just sort of been someone that stays to themselves because it's better than being a part of a crowd. I see that. I don't know why I'm getting Glenda the Good Witch from like that new Wicked movie that's gonna come out. Maybe you guys are that like sort of Ariana Grande, Glenda sort of archetype. You look very innocent. I see someone who's like really girly girl. I think this is personally like the girliest magician card I've ever seen. It's literally like a fairy godmother. Alright, let's get into your light and your dark. And I'll explain it a little bit more. Alright, so these are the blind spot cards by Teal Swan, and these are going to help us pick up on something called the pain body. So this is basically where all your trauma is stored. And this could even be from like your ancestors, from past lives. From the collective unconscious. But yeah, any trauma, any scars that you might be carrying with you, we're gonna try to pick up on it. And then we have your light body with the Lightworkers Oracle. And I'm sorry if you guys can hear like snoring in the back, it's just my toddler. Yeah, so this is tapping into your higher self, that healthy version of you, the newest, like updated version of you, the healthiest parts of you, the most integrated and loving parts of you. So we're going to tap into that first, and then we're going to read it a bit. And then we're going to get into how your energy and your aura is affecting people. Wow, okay, I'm not taking 3, guys. We're not doing that. There we go. So we have Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ. Oh, you guys have a really big heart. And then we have number 27. So we have the number 7 again. So it seems to be a theme for you. I see a really beautiful heart chakra. Yeah, definitely a fuchsia, like a purple and a pink, like the heart chakra and the third eye chakra and the crown chakra are all like swirled together. Very beautiful. I feel like you get a lot of divine messages from the universe. And let's do the shadow aspect or the pain body. My goodness, guys. Why is it another 3 cards? Maybe things happen to you in 3s. Okay, we have the number 6. Okay, let's read from the book a bit. So it's interesting. These are symbols. Or they're called sigils. Let's read the light body aspect first. So it says, you are elevating your vibration towards the frequency of limitless supply. I think that's where that Ace of Coins is coming from. And unconditional love. Spiritually, you are reaching a high level of attainment. Past pain and self-defeating behaviors shall no longer have a place in your heart. There will be tests of forgiveness. Okay, so this is a journey of the heart. So this is going to be around your passion, your purpose, your relationships, the core of who you are, and opening your heart. I don't know why I'm getting a book recommendation for you, and I don't know why, but it's called The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer, and I remember this chapter, I read it a little bit ago, where it's about opening the heart and how most of us keep our heart closed to avoid pain with like the heart protection, right? So maybe you want to check that out, or maybe I think there's like podcasts and things that you can watch on YouTube as well. Yeah, just a message. So you are definitely vibrating higher than you were before. So I think maybe you've achieved some sort of goal for yourself. It's so interesting. We have the card number 6 is your trauma. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Okay, so your trauma is coming up now because you're being tested. You're finally, I think, at a place now where you can start processing some of the things that happened to you, some of your trauma. So it says, if you have drawn this sigil, you are not seeing how your own trauma is feeding into the situation. It's causing reoccurrence, or it is causing you not to see the objective truth of the situation beyond your filters. Trauma is essentially distress without resolve. When we experience distress but cannot find a way to genuinely create resolve for that distress, we end up coping. The trauma can be like a skipping CD and we never move beyond it. We do not weave the pain that happened into the tapestry of our life, a tapestry of our choosing, so that the trauma adds to our life. Instead, it only takes away from it. Interesting. So I feel a perfectionistic energy for my group twos. I feel like there is a level of trying to fix everything for everybody. Interesting. And then I feel this resentment. So I feel like you're doing the most for people who are like laughing and talking behind your back, because we have this like shadow in this card where it's like it's a man laughing. And I honestly think that I feel like you're caught in a cycle, even with this circle. So it could be among, I feel like family in particular could be contributing to why you're feeling this way. And I feel like with the Ace of Coins, like, in the Magician card, like, the Magician is the first card in the tarot. After the Fool, it's the number 1 in tarot. I feel like you're ready to kind of leave home. I think this is what this is kind of talking about. I could be completely, resonating with only a little bit of my group twos, but I feel like there's this journey of being who you are, accepting who you are, and stop trying to fix everything for everybody with this Magician, and start to actually use that magic that you have to create the life that you want. So like a good example of this with the Ace of Coins is like, instead of lending out your money and letting all your friends borrow your money, saving your money so that you can afford something for yourself, like your tuition, or you can start to save towards getting a new place or something that you want to do. But I feel like there's this self-sacrificing energy for my group twos, and I feel like you're doing the most for people who are genuinely not doing the most for you. I feel like, they could be good people, but I feel like they are not acknowledging everything that you're doing. I feel like they're either minimizing it or they're glossing over it completely, and that's building resentment in your heart space. So I feel like it's this card in particular with the Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ. It's a card of releasing and letting go, not only for them, but for yourself. So I see that you have more than enough capabilities. You have all the resources you need, whether you realize it or not, group two, to start up, to maybe a startup business or some new venture, that you actually have more resources than you think you do. I think maybe you just lack a certain level of support from your home life or something. But yeah, it's interesting that we got the trauma card. I see that my group twos are in a state where they're willing to be more aware of what's going on. So I see that you guys are on that journey of healing your heart chakra from past hurt, and maybe you guys have gone to therapy recently, but I see you guys with the Magician card. You guys are taking it upon yourself to do the work that you need to do, to go for what you want to go for. It's very beautiful. All right, let us go to our last cards for the day. So another set of black and white cards. So this is going to be how you're impacting people with your energy, that you're consciously aware of. And the black cards are going to be how you are unconsciously or unknowingly affecting other people with your energy, okay? So let's just get into it. Okay, we have limitations inspire innovations right under that 9 of Wands. Yes, I see that. I see you being tested by the universe a little bit. Because they want the universe wants to inspire this heart opening from you. Almost like they want you to be broken open. They don't want you to hide or be limited anymore. I have what's your honest truth in reverse. So yeah, you are not being honest with certain people in your life about what you want, and how they're making you feel. And then we have get back to elemental. That's super interesting. Oh look, and then we have you are magic. Yeah, get back to the basics, you know? Start one step at a time. Because I see something new. I see you trying to start a business. Maybe you're trying to lose weight, or you have some new type of body goal that you're going for. And maybe you're not really getting a lot of support from your friends and your family, but that should not discourage you from going for what you want. We have the snake. Competition, enemy, clever. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so we had the snake. Yeah. Definitely some snakes in the grass, like I said. We have the heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. Yeah, perfectionist. And then we have photo, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. And camera. Okay. People are looking at your pictures. Somebody thinks that you're the one that got away. Because this is how you're unconsciously affecting people, and then this is how you're consciously impacting people. I see you focusing more on yourself with this. Interesting, the 5 and the 2 break down into a 7. Yeah, I see you trying to get your life together, trying to get something off the ground for yourself. And I feel like you might be being called selfish. But this is something that you've wanted since forever. Group 1, or Group 2, sorry. This is something that you've wanted forever, and this is one of your dreams in life. So I think that you should go for it. I don't think that you should, even if, it's your loved ones that are telling you or trying to like caution you against something. Even if it's coming out of love, I do sense that it's a trauma response. It's not really the advice that your heart would give you. It's sort of like a protective measure. But you need to believe in yourself, and you will. Like, let's just say you're thinking about moving out on your own. You are going to be limited. You're going to have to create a budget. Your life and your expenses and your cost of living, all those things are going to change if you were to move to a different city or sign up for that program that you wanted to do, or start that business that you wanted to start. It's like, obviously there are going to be limitations in the beginning, but that is supposed to inspire you to be innovative. So it's not, whenever you feel like maybe the universe is against you, I really just see the universe sending you something, like some sort of test, in order for you to get like the resources that you need from them. So the universe is helping you out, even if it seems like there are limitations. It's only so that you can be truthful about what it is you truly want, and that you can be aware of everything you have at your disposal: financial support, emotional support, mental fortitude, like all those things, all these virtues and resources and support that you have, the universe and all these talents, these natural talents that you have, the universe wants you to utilize them. And maybe you haven't been utilizing them to the best way, in the best way, and maybe the universe feels like there is a more appropriate way for you to be utilizing your gifts and your talents. And that might mean that you're going to have to be alone for a bit. That might mean that you're going to have to set pretty firm boundaries with your loved ones and really focus on what it is that you want. Okay? All right, my group 2s, you guys have such a beautiful, like, fuchsia. I just like saying fuchsia. Magenta, fuchsia, purple, pinkish type of aura. And it's actually really cool. It's really inspiring. And I feel like you're a creative genius. All right, that is actually all I have for you today, my lovely group 2s. If you enjoyed the messages that me and Spirit shared with you today, I ask that you show your support to this channel. So you can like, you can share, you can comment, you can comment like a super thanks or something, whatever it is. I think it's like a way to like tip on YouTube or something. However you feel so called to. I'm sending you all love, light, and divine protection. I hope to see you guys again on my channel one day. And take care, my group 2s. Hello, all my lovely group 3s who selected the Tiger's Eye Crystal Jar and the African American Tarot. We are going to be getting into what is your aura color, what that says about you and your personality. And the way that I divided it out today is basically separating it, like comparing and contrasting the light and the dark parts of your personality and your energy, as well as like you in your natural state versus you when you're around other people. And so I'm referring to it as like nature versus nurture. So we're going to start with your oracle cards. I just wanted to shuffle the tarot cards first. Alright, so these cards are going to show us what your aura color is, my lovely group 3s. I hope that you are all happy, healthy, and wealthy today. Happiness. I think you guys are happy, healthy, and wealthy. Okay, so that's orange in this deck. But I also take it as yellow for me as a reader. When I see happiness, I think joyful, yellow, the sun. And then we're going to separate that. And these are the crystal grid cards, and this is going to be your aura in an environmental type of way. Okay, we have 23 inspiration, chrysanthemum stone. Wow, yep, okay. So I like how it's correlating. You could be 23. I'm getting a youthful energy from my group 3s. So you guys, oh, beautiful smile. Your smile just lights up the room. You inspire people with your words. Oh, you're making me get the warm tinglies, or the warm fuzzies. Oh, I really like your aura, group 3. It's it's like, oh, it's making me feel like somebody's hand is on my shoulder, like a comforting gesture. I feel like you really go out of your way to make other people happy. I feel like you inspire joy from others. And so I could definitely see an aura that is orange, an aura that is like a yellow, and potentially even a golden aura as well. So we're going to see what the tarot has to say. Bear with me because I might have to censor some of these. So we have the King of Wands, fire. So you guys could be fire sign because I'm getting a lot of warmth from you guys. King of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. 8 of Wands. Oh, yeah, okay. It's the Judgment card, but we're going to have to cover it up a bit, okay? You got some butts. Where would I put, yeah. I think we're gonna need the jar as well. Take the jar. Okay. I think this is... okay. I think we need another... something else. I'm gonna use one of the jars from the other one. There's so many butts. Okay. Yeah, the Judgment card. Okay. Yeah, you guys give back to the community. I think that you guys think you're very thoughtful. People come to you for advice, and I feel like you are very well respected in your profession, in your family system. You are definitely an authority figure. You're definitely an inspiration to other people. Whether or not you're older than other people or not, I don't really see age being a big deal. I think everybody has this natural... they feel comforted by you. They feel like they can just let you take the lead. So maybe I'm getting someone like driving and somebody feeling comfortable to like fall asleep, but in the passenger side while you're driving. So I see that you are like a very natural leader. A lot of fire energy, some earth energy as well. Like I said, the aura, orange, yellow, gold. Once again, gold with that king energy. The gold coin right here. You're meant to definitely be in the public eye somehow. You're definitely meant to light up a room. You're definitely meant to get a lot of attention, okay, my group threes? And I think that you're just this very beautiful energy. So approachable, so smiley. You make other people feel so good about themselves. Alright, let's get into some other cards. I think, yeah, I don't really have too much to say about that. I feel like you are the same person with others as you are when you're alone, which is really interesting because we have been noticing almost the opposite with the other two groups that we've done so far. So these cards are going to be the light and the dark. We have the Blind Spot by Teal Swan, and we have the Light Workers Oracle by Alana Fairchild. So we are going to be getting a message from your light body and a message from your pain body. So shadow and light, okay? And your pain body is basically all your way too many cards. All your stored trauma, all your stored fears, and all the stored fears of the collective consciousness. Okay, so we have the number 31 coming out. Then we also have the Lightworkers Oracle. Okay, we have we have Initiation by Fire. Okay, you just can't make this stuff up. I'm getting this song Hot Like Fire by Aaliyah and Timbaland, I think. Initiation by Fire. So we're going to read Initiation by Fire first. Oh, it's gonna be hot like fire. I'm gonna take you. So it says, initiation by fire is a life-changing spiritual cleansing. Your life will never be the same again. Allow the power of divine fire to clear and purify you inside and out. This is not a time to hold on to anything, no matter how much you once believed you needed it. In letting go, you will gain so much more than you ever imagined, opening to fresh blessings and a new life. You are, like the phoenix, ready to emerge from the holy flames, reborn. All right. Wow, very beautiful energy, very spot on with my group threes. I feel like you guys, I feel like whether this is currently happening or whether this has already occurred, you guys have just completely transformed your life. I feel like I'm getting the energy, and obviously this is a very specific example, so this does not have to resonate with everybody, but I'm getting the image of almost like somebody who is a survivor of some sort of tragedy, some sort of incident, and then going on to teach or to spread awareness or to be like a public speaker, to go around the country and give presentations about how people can avoid either something negative or how they can better their life. Okay, so you might be a public speaker for like victims, survivors, I don't even want to say victims, survivors of some sort of tragedy, some sort of humanitarian work that you do. And it's like, I feel like you know what your life purpose is, especially because I feel like you walked the path that you are now helping other people to get out of. Yes, look, number 22 and number 23, like you went through your initiation by fire, you went through the fire, and then now you're here to inspire the masses. So everything that you went through, and I almost want to cry group 3, like I'm holding back tears right now, but everything that you went through was for a reason, and it was so that you could help other people that are going through the very same thing that you went through. Really beautiful. Okay, let's maybe get into that darker side a little bit. Let's tap into the pain body. Wow. Number 31 is limits. So if you have drawn this sigil, you are not seeing your limits or someone else's limits. Most of us don't want to face our own limits because they make us feel restricted and bad about ourselves. We do not want to face other people's limits because of what accepting those limits would mean for us or for them. Okay. So I see somebody who is teaching people. I feel like my group threes have completely, maybe not completely, but I feel like you have integrated your shadow into your life purpose quite well. And I feel like you're helping other people to see past their limitations. So I see you working with people who are prone to maybe like relapse, or like I'm seeing ex-convicts, I'm seeing ex-gang members, I'm seeing addicts, like people who are in recovery. And I feel like you have chosen a demographic of people who are notoriously limited, quote unquote, or who have a certain belief system that severely limits the choices that they make. So I feel like you are here to help guide people, to inspire them to see the limitless potential that they have. I feel like you have the qualifications to guide people. Even if you're young, I feel like you have enough life experience. Maybe you're currently going to school to just, make it official. But I do see this passionate soul. Like, really, you have so much light and so much warmth that people are just meant to gravitate towards you. Yeah, you're truly, I'm not, I don't know if I should say, like, be super religious or anything, but, like, you're truly doing God's work, group 3. This is a very, very high vibrational group, and it's because you guys went through this initiation through fire, which is not an easy thing to do. Not whatsoever. All right, my group 3s, let's see how your aura and your energy is impacting others, consciously and unconsciously. So this might be things that you are not aware of. So my intention is for the Sacred Creator cards to be like your intentional energy, like what you're consciously creating and trying to impact and influence people with. And then these cards are like how you're unknowingly impacting other people. This could potentially be what other people are like saying or doing in response to your energy. So it says watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Okay, so I see some people with some envy for you. They're trying to like, but I do see the good thing about why do I want to refer to them as your haters or your trolls? I feel like you might have some sort of public platform, and this sunglass energy is like literally coming from people who cannot handle the truth. They can't handle the light that you bring into the room, and they need to wear some sunglasses because your aura is golden. So you are golden like the sun, hot like fire. And not everybody, look, the sun. Not everybody can handle it. It says looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. Okay, so I believe that my group ones have like an ex partner or like an ex business partner that are like, they're looking at your profile, they're looking at your business that you made online. For some of you guys, they're checking you out on some sort of platform or podcast, and then but they're pretending like they didn't see you. You make some people that are still going through some hard times, they're feeling like they're not enough. So lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy, frustrated in relationship. Okay, so people are very intimidated by you. They feel very inadequate. So I also see someone who could be really tall, especially if you're like a masculine watching this. And people just feel, they just feel like they're not enough around you. And then we have Hand of Cards, taking a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing your hand, and gambling. Okay. I think you got some people making some risky... what am I trying to say? Doing some risky things to try to get your attention. I do think that there are some, like, I don't want to say like con artists, but I do think that there are some people who are trying to associate themselves with you for strategic reasons. And if it's in business, that might be a good thing. Maybe there's like a business that's willing to take a chance on you, or give you some sort of investment or some sort of loan. I do see that. Wow, I with the sunglasses as well. yeah, I see someone who, like, you're really not afraid of your shadow side. Um, Very interesting. I feel like you have integrated your 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 trauma, quote unquote. Well, okay, why would I quote unquote it? Obviously, everybody's been through trauma. It says, find your sacred flow. Yeah, you just found yourself. I feel like you're very sure of who you are. We have raw intention, number 22, which is the same number as the initiation by fire. Yeah, life was not always easy for you. And then we have prosperity sisters are happiness, joy, happiness and joy, yeah. So I feel like you learned that the key to a happy life is to be happy first and then seek out prosperity and relationships and things like that. But I feel like you're very comfortable with yourself. I feel like you want to make other people happy, like I said. You want people to find their light. You want people to see the good in themselves. So you're basically just helping people find themselves. I feel like you're doing, like I said, you're doing God's work. And you're very pure. I feel like you could be really intense, though, with the raw intention, initiation by fire. You might be a little bit extreme. I don't want to say you're too much, but I think that you've learned to sort of read the room, because I think sometimes it's hard for people to take your energy. So I think that you have learned to only give people what they can handle. That's what I'm getting from you. But yes, that is actually all I'm getting for you guys today. I hope that you all enjoyed this reading as much as I did. And if you did, I please ask that you show some love and support on my channel. So you guys could like the video. You guys could comment, subscribe, anything. Only if you feel called to, though, okay? It was a pleasure reading for you, my lovely group 3s today. I hope to see you again on my channel one day, and take care. Hello, my lovely group 4s. For everybody who selected this garnet crystal jar and the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, you guys are my group 4s for today. Sorry if you can hear my toddler snoring. Alright, so we are going to be getting into what is your aura color and what it says about you and your personality. So we are going, the way I sort of organized it today was nature versus nurture, light versus dark. We're going to be getting all those sides of you, and I will be explaining it as I go a little bit. And we are going to be starting with the oracle cards, actually. Okay. So these cards are going to show us what your aura color is in your natural state, so without any outside influence from others. So this is your true nature at this time. Ooh, ooh. Look at that. We got love. Okay, and then next we have the crystal grid cards, and these are going to help us see how your aura is impacted when you are around others. Anything that we need to know. We have clarity. Okay, so we have the heart chakra with the green and the pink no matter what is going on, and it's Herkimer diamond. Okay. Whew, okay, just had to check on my little man. So, back to the reading, my group fours. So, I see the heart chakra very clearly coming through, and I see a very beautiful boundary that you have set between the type of love that you show in private versus the type of love that you show in public. So, I see in private you're more touchy-feely, more affectionate, softer, more nurturing, and then when you're out in public or like when you're around your friends and your family, definitely a lot more logical, but just as caring as this side, just less touchy-feely, more practical. You can very clearly anticipate other people's needs with the clarity card. And so I feel like when you're out in public, one of your love languages is acts of service. I feel like you just like to do a lot of practical things and favors for the people that you love. I feel like you give really good advice as well. So I feel like people come to you for clarity and advice. They feel like you're very objective. So you're not like a biased person. I feel like they view you maybe like, I'm getting Libra energy right now. And also Cancer energy, like for zodiac signs. Okay, let's get into the tarot. What more can be said about our lovely group 4's aura and personality? We have the Mother of Swords, the Son of Cups. So you could be a mother. You could even be a single mother. You could be a boy mom. Wow, we have the Emperor coming up too. Okay, there we go. So we have Seven of Wands, Emperor, Queen of Swords, Son of Cups, or the Page of Cups. No, not the Page, Knight of Cups. My bad. I also see that you like to receive words of affirmation. I feel like there's a love interest being symbolized. As well as if you resonated with being a mother, you could have a son. That's a potential. But if that's not the case, then this card is simply referring to a significant male in your life or a significant person in your life. And I feel like this is showing the dynamic between the two of you and makes sense with the love card. But then in public, you're like, I feel like you might have like a really high position at work. You could work for the government, I'm getting. Manager, you could be a manager. You'd be in a higher position. There's some sort of higher position that somebody has achieved within their work environment. And I feel like you are also a respected member of your household as well. So my group 4s, you guys are very loving, very heart-centered, and very fair. So I think people think that you're definitely a mediator, peacemaker. You want everybody to be happy, and you want more love and less war. I think that your energy is so needed on Earth right now, group 4, so you're in this loving space. You could have recently met someone. You could have recently met on a date, or went on a date. You could have recently went on a date, could have went on a girl's trip or a boy's trip, did something where you were just around the people that you love. So I really see that. I see that you're at a point in your life where you're seeing things very clearly. You're going for what you want. I don't really see your emotions being extreme to one side or another. But I definitely see with the Mother of Swords as someone who has been through some things in love before. So you've had to learn how to cut people off. Because you are, I'm getting lover girl, lover boy energy. So you kind of had to learn to temper that down a little bit and be more objective. All right, very beautiful. And I think I did say Libra, and this is a Libra card, the Mother of Swords. Interesting. All right, so we are going to be tapping into your light and your dark side right now. So we have the Blind Spot by Teal Swan, and this is like a shadow working type of deck. Helps you to see things about yourself that you need to work on, like shadow work. And then this is your light body that we're going to be tapping into with the Lightworkers Oracle by Alana Fairchild. And so this is going to basically be your pain body, where you store all your trauma and your scars and any sort of pain that you've been through that's unresolved. And then your light body is the healed, integrated, healthy version of yourself. Sometimes this could be your higher self. Sometimes this could just be like parts of you that are really healthy, parts of your life that are very balanced and healthy at this time. So we're gonna see. Oh, and that might be from the last pile, but we did get Merkaba, Spiritual Protection and Initiation by Fire. Interesting. I think that this might have just been from Group 4's energy, because Group 4 did, or Group 3 did get, I feel like, wait, what group am I on? Yeah, I'm on Group 4. So Group 3 got Initiation by Fire. So I'm just going to shuffle. There we go. I was like, I'm just going to shuffle a bit more, and we'll see. So we have Divine Grace and Law of Efficiency. Yeah, boss energy with the Emperor. Okay, now let's get the shadow message. We have number 73. Oh, I think that one is a tricky one, actually. I think that one is the shapeshifter. Okay, so let's read number 32. So it says, "It is time your life became easier. It is time for you to walk the way of divine grace and trust simplicity and acceptance. You do not have to try to make things happen. You can gracefully act without attachment and trust that you will be as that, wait. You can gracefully act without attachment and trust that all will be as it is meant to be. Surrender your struggles now as you allow life to serve you with love and kindness. This is the most efficient use of your energy and will lead to the best results." The law of efficiency is also sometimes known as the path of least resistance. We must find the strength that comes from letting go and trusting that the universe knows what it is doing. It takes spiritual maturity. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from my Group 4s, is like that lover girl, lover boy energy, and then now you're just letting go of all the relationships, all the like caring what other people think, all of those like unhealthy attachments. So you might be an anxious attachment. You might have an anxious attachment style. You might be looking into attachment styles and trying to sort of maybe like suss out a partner that is in their divine masculine, if you're a divine feminine, or whatever it is that you're looking for, and kind of suss out the real from the fake, is what I'm getting with the 7 of Wands. Yeah, so it says, it takes spiritual maturity to convert wisdom greater than your own immediate understanding. Then you are surfing the wave rather than swimming against the current. You have that maturity within you. Trust now. Trust that all will come in time. Okay, yeah, that's what this Knight of Cups is. is like those false promises, those false starts, a little bit of manipulative tactics to get your heart or to get your energy, drain you. And so I think this is what you're learning to do now with the Mother of Swords. You've grown and matured, and you're like, I don't need any of these F boys or these F girls around me wasting my time, not taking my heart seriously. So I think you're starting to take love and what you deserve more seriously than you have before. I think you can see, I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. And you know what you're looking for with more clarity. And so it is going to come more easily to you now. And that's a guarantee from the universe, actually. Okay, group 4. Let's go to number 30 or 73. I think it is shape-shifting. Yeah, shapeshifter, number 73. Says, if you have drawn this sigil, you want the truth of yourself and potentially the truth of the situation at hand to exist in your own blind spot or other people's blind spots permanently. You do not want the truth to be seen by you or them. You could consider this sigil to be the master of blind spots, because if you are consulting this deck, the truth is you want to maintain... Oh, because it says, sorry. Even if you are consulting this deck, the truth is you want to maintain blind spots in yourself and or others. You may say you want to see yourself and you want to be seen by others, but the part of that is currently in control of your thoughts, words, and actions does not want either. Okay, if you have drawn this sigil, think back to the character Mystique from the X-Men series. Think about both the power and level of safety this character holds. This is what you actually want. To you, when something is clearly seen with clarity, it no longer has control, and you can no longer tell yourself that an unsavory truth may not be the truth. The potential can always stay open that the truth is something much more comfortable for your ego. Okay. To you, when something is clearly seen, it no longer has control, and you can no longer tell yourself that an unsavory truth may not be the truth. Oh, I get it. I get what's going on, group 4. You are starting to see the truth about some of the people you have been around. Maybe you wanted to believe that, an ex that was coming back with good intentions, and maybe that's what you want to believe, but maybe clearly you can see that they are acting the exact same as when you left them. So I think that's basically what that shadow self is trying to say. That shadow side is saying, do not use this newfound clarity to escape the truth, basically, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, because I see the universe wanting to bring in this like divine masculine or this life partner for you that is going to take the lead. But you need to be honest and very clear about if that's true or not. Like, if the person that you have in the emperor position is actually acting like an emperor. Not just because you want them to be, So I kind of see that is what's going on. It doesn't have to be in love. It could be in other things, but I'm seeing it because love and clarity, So I see that the universe is helping you to be more clear about what you want by bringing certain people into your environment so that you can gain clarity about what you want in your love life, and so you can be in a state, like going about it in an efficient way as opposed to like a confused, resistant type of way. Maybe you used to, with the Son of Cups reversed, Emotionally unavailable partners could be something that you used to attract a lot. I think you're learning to leave that more in the past and start to kind of, I feel like, almost put people like potential suitors or potential employers or landlords or whatever it is that you're looking for, um, you're putting them through this trial period with the Seven of Wands. You're not just naturally as trusting and open as you used to be, which is a good thing. The openness, you should always be open with your heart, but knowing who to be open to, being very clear about your intentions. So therefore, whoever is your partner has to be clear about their intentions. So no more of this game about like situationships or confusion. Yeah, that's going away. I see that, which is a good thing. I see that. I definitely see your aura is all about the love right now. So you definitely are thinking and feeling a lot in regards to your romantic and intimate connections. So your friends, family, spouses, situationships, whatever you're in. Um, that's yeah, and I think that's how your aura is naturally. I think you naturally have a very heart-centered aura, a very pink or green type of aura. So I think that you've always been very loving and affectionate and kind. So I think you're just learning how to protect your heart, but still be as loving and kind as you are. Okay, group 4? Okay. All right, so now we're going to be using the Sacred Creators deck and the Island Time Wellness cards. These cards are going to show us how your energy and your aura is impacting people around you in a way that you're most likely aware of. And this is the same thing, but it's subconsciously. So these are the ways that you're impacting people with your energy and your aura that you may not be aware of, okay? So let's start with this one. It's interesting how they said Mystique from X-Men. Ooh, we have Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Look at the impact you're having. Whoa. Heart with a key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. Okay, so whether you realize it or not, you are sending signals that are being picked up by like a life partner, a long-term commitment oriented person. This is very good. We have boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure of issues. So moving on from the bad relationships, not enough, and sunglasses. Yeah, so where there was gaslighting, jealousy, fears, that's kind of going away now. I do see that going away and being replaced with, instead of not feeling like you're enough, you're ascending. Instead of, feeling like people were ignoring you or like breadcrumbing you, somebody is willing to give you their heart with the lock and the key on it. So I see. But I do see you moving on with the boat is making like maybe an ex or an ex-friend or an ex-family member start to feel really triggered. even if they're pretending like they're not, they're like, I think this card says stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out, watching. Yeah, so you have a lot of people watching you that you're not aware are watching you. So this could be like exes, ex-friends, like I said, ex-family members. And then let's get the Sacred Creator cards. Ooh. Okay, we have this card again that came out. Find your sacred flow. We have manifesting and doing. You are magic. And then we have hello group 4. My camera died, so we were in the middle of getting to how your aura is impacting people. with your magic, find your sacred flow, manifesting and doing, and what's your honest truth. I see you bringing into your existence. Maybe you've been working with the law of attraction or the law of efficiency or going with the flow, but it's been working. There's been some substantial um, improvements with whatever it was that you were focusing on in your life, whether it be love, relationships, self discovery. I really do see now that you're asking yourself those hard questions and you're willing to do the work. So the universe is responding to this energy that you have about being serious about your life and what you're manifesting. All right. And then what's your honest truth? Find your sacred flow. A little self explanatory. So you're on the path to self discovery, you're on the path to finding what you truly love. And so all the confusion is going to start to fade away and clarity will come. So I think that you're in the process of sort of like sussing people out in your life. It's almost like judgment day in a way, like the judgment card, where you're evaluating who you have around you. Okay, I love it. Very heart centered. So once again, your aura color, my group fours, it's coming out definitely from the heart chakra. So it's pink, it's green, one of those two, with love and clarity. But both of those represent the heart chakra. So, all right, that's actually all I have for you today, my lovely group fours. If you enjoyed today's reading, I ask that you show some love with liking the video, subscribing, um, anything that you feel called to do. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you again on my channel one day. Sending you all love, light, and divine protection. All right, take care, my group fours. Hello, my lovely, beautiful group fives. A lot of groups today. If you selected the new Mythic Tarot and the lovely rose quartz crystal jar, you are my lovely group fives for today. And we are going to be getting into what is your aura color and personality and what that says about you. Oh, wow. Okay. So this flipped out. It's the Three of Wands reversed, but I'm just shuffling this because we are actually going to be pulling the oracle cards first. But I did want to just explain this reading a little bit. We're going to be using the color prism oracle cards to kind of figure out what your current aura is on this side, and it's going to be like your true nature. And then we have, on the other hand, we're going to use the crystal grid card to see how your aura changes when you're around people based on your environments, based on anything that might be going on with you right now. So we're going to get into that as well. And then we're going to check out your dark and your light attributes. So it's kind of going to be a compare and contrast sort of thing. And we'll get more into that. All right. Okay, so the color prism oracles. Group 5, what is your aura color? What are my group 5's aura color? Ooh, we had mystery flip out with, I believe this is purple, but like a dark purple. All right, and then these are the crystal grid oracle cards, and this is going to be my group 5's aura in like an environmental sort of way, so nature versus nurture, right? Oh, we have release with Tektite and Yilextite. Ooh, very techie. I'm getting somebody who spends a lot of time gaming or on their computer. I'm seeing a night owl with the mystery card and maybe like a lone wolf sort of energy. Okay, so let's do the tarot cards. Bear with me because I might have to cover these up. Let's flip. We have Eight of Wands, King of Swords, Two of Swords, and lastly, okay, and then we have the Two of Cups. Ooh, your aura is very inviting, like attractive. It makes, especially if you're a feminine with the Two of Cups, it makes men want to approach you. Hmm, very interesting. You may have recently just moved with the Eight of Wands, and so you're releasing a lot from the past, a lot of heavy energy from the past, a lot of miscommunication, a lot of self doubt. Interesting. Very mysterious. Cold. It's like a cool breeze on like a an autumn or winter night is what I'm getting. Yeah, so you cold, and maybe that's coming out with the King of Swords. Hmm. And then with the Two of Swords reversed, you might be trying to make a decision between two lovers, between your head and your heart, between your career and your family. There is some sort of push and pull. The Two of Swords could also kind of indicate a bit of an identity crisis. So this could be pointing towards some sort of ambiguity within your life that you're trying to excuse me, that you're trying to find clarity on. Interesting. Let's see if we can find out what this decision is. Okay, so number 35. Um, with release, we're just going to get a little bit from the book on that one. Stellar communication, release, insight. It says tektite is a meteor glass formed from a meteorite impact with the earth. The impact melts the ground, splashing it over distance and speed so that it forms into irregular shapes. It can imagine, or you can, oh my god, sorry. You can imagine the speed at which the original meteor hurtled through the atmosphere, and it is a great distance that it has traveled. Yeah. Um, like I said, you may have just moved. I'm getting maybe moved for school because I'm getting something very techy. Maybe moved for university, moved for college, something, maybe engineering, um, software engineering, video game design. There's something, even with the King of Swords, about kind of being at your desk or having a job that's very, very technological with tech type. Yeah, it may assist you in giving you further insight and clarity into matters. This is a powerful combination to bring any issues to the surface that you wish to let go of, while also creating a layer of protection around you with the Tektite and the Eolextite. Okay, so I think you're sort of finding out exactly what you like um, in life, how you want to see yourself with the mystery card. I feel like you're discovering who you are. You're letting certain parts of your personality come out. You're almost like coming out of hiding. So maybe you were very secretive about your life or about your love life or something. And now you're starting to kind of release that because I think it's not helping you anymore to be so mysterious. Getting like a lone wolf energy that sort of wants to find their tribe or wants to find their significant other. So maybe you're looking for something and you're finding it hard to find what you're looking for. Hmm. This group in particular, group 5, is all about communication with the tektite and the mystery. Um, I feel like you're not really a person of many words. You're sort of more in the background. You're more the brains behind the project. You like it that way. I feel like you might have, with the Two of Swords reversed, you might have some issues with conflict. You might be quite conflict avoidant and then sort of tend to maybe accommodate others and also try to separate yourself from others with the mystery card. I'm seeing someone who stays up all night too. Interesting. Okay. So these are the dark and the light cards. These are the Light Workers Oracle by Alana Fairchild. And this is the shadow work cards that we're going to use today, called the Blind Spot by Teal Swan. And these are going to help us see your light and your dark. So let us start with the light. So this is your light body. This is your higher self, the healthiest, most integrated and accepted parts of you at this time. And what message they have about your aura. Yep. Unplug from mass consciousness. Unplug. Interesting. Like I said, very technological. I think you may have taken a break from social media. You're being put on, like, maybe you turned on do not disturb. There's something about needing to let go and recharge. My group fives are trying to figure out how to save their energy, their vital energy, for the things that they love. So maybe you've been kind of experiencing burnout or lethargy, or you've been more focused on your travels and where you're going than um, yeah, you've been focused more on getting someplace, earning some type of achievement, and now you're doing the catch up work to sort of do the emotional work behind all this Eight of Wands goal getting. So I feel like you've achieved a lot, but at the same time, you might feel really drained. You might feel very overwhelmed with the unplug from mass consciousness, and you just need to recharge right now and let go. Maybe, I don't know why I'm getting this. Maybe some of my group fives have recently gained a little bit of unwanted weight. Very interesting, similar type of pattern here. We'll see what that means. Okay, so let's read number 7. Number 7 is a very solitary number to begin with. So it says, there is a belief system based on fear, doubt, and distrust that is known as mass consciousness. It says it is safe to stay with the crowd, not to question what you have been taught. It says you cannot trust the divine to take care of your financial well-being or your emotional needs. It says you should be afraid to take any risks. It says that if you dare to stand up and live your truth, you'll be lost and alone, humiliated, rejected, or even destroyed. You are being guided to unplug from this system of beliefs. You are capable of more creative, loving, and soul-satisfying ways of living. To access this, let go of the way that is too small for your soul. Okay, so I see like these energetic downloads of light coming to you. So my group fives have done some major soul searching. Maybe it's made you feel sort of like an outcast or a black sheep. Okay, we have free will with number 11. So it says, if you have drawn this sigil, you are currently not seeing that you are out of touch with your free will. This means in your life in general, yeah, this is the conflict avoidance that I'm talking about with free will. So maybe you're letting other people make decisions for you. Maybe you have like a very authoritarian parent. Maybe you grew up in a household. I don't know why I'm getting this, where there's like a lot of arguments and disputes because we have this figure here sort of like covering their ears while these other two figures are arguing. You might be a single parent too. That might be a message I'm getting. You have a lot on your plate, is what I'm saying. Group five. Um, hmm. Yeah, but you're trying to believe in yourself more. I do feel like you tend to hide away a lot with the mystery card, or you play very hot and cold. So sometimes you're there, sometimes you're gone. Okay, sort of like the phases of the moon. Free will is essentially free choice. No matter how much freedom we seek to lack in a situation, we always have it because we always have a choice, even if that choice is no choice at all. Okay. Now is the time to get back in touch with that freedom inherent in whatever choice you do have and can make. Responsibility is the opportunity to act independently because you are the one who has the duty to deal with something autonomously. This makes you the one who is accountable. Ooh, okay, so more responsibility in your life. It's interesting because with the free will card, I actually do see your shadow work. You have been doing amazing actually with your shadow work. You're starting to integrate those negative aspects or quote unquote negative aspects of yourself into something that is um, useful. So I see you using your free will to release certain toxic situations. I see out with the old and with the new. So maybe you redecorated your home, you got new technology, you got a new phone, a new PC, something to do with that. Maybe it has something to do with your work as well. Maybe I'm seeing like a headset piece, so you might work from home or have a sort of hybrid position. I see you being very innovative, very forward thinking. I could definitely see some Pisces and some Aquarius in my group today. But yes, you have a lot of talents that you might not be acknowledging, I think, because of this mass consciousness or this like popular belief that it's not something that you should value. But what you offer the world is very valuable. I think you're starting to learn that it's up to you. I think that this is sort of a story of coming into adulthood and leaving behind that lack of freedom that we had as children and sort of moving towards a more responsible aspect of your life. So maybe you did become a parent, maybe you just bought your first home, maybe you're going off to college for the first time, moving away from your family, but there is some opportunity that is giving you the option to release all that darkness in your aura that you had that you might not have fully been aware of in the past. But I'm definitely seeing you with Tektite, the crystal. I see you communicating. You're doing the self reflection. You're doing the inner work. I see it is a little bit scary. I think that you may have started to seclude yourself or become a little bit more antisocial. But I see that this is a natural reaction to the choice you have made to release the past. So um, it's all happening in divine timing. I see with you. Just give yourself a little more grace and make sure that you do release the things that you need to release. Okay. All right, let's get into some other cards. All right, so this is the Sacred Creators deck. This is how you impact people with your aura and your energy that you are most likely aware of or that you're purposely doing. And then here we have the Island Time Wellness cards, and these are going to be how you unconsciously or unknowingly impact others, okay? We're going to start over here with the ones that you do know or that you should know that you're doing. Ooh, ooh. We have fall in love with your own story. Ooh, you could be a writer. We have prosperity, sisters are happiness and joy. So, oh, and then fill your cup with sacred giggles. Yeah, so I see you trying to find your tribe. Um, I feel like there's certain people who have fallen in love with everything that you are. um, but this, like, when I say fall in love, this could even be like a family member or a friend or somebody, a pet, somebody really close to you. It could be a romantic interest as well. But they, even maybe an audience, like a platform that wants to hear your story. Huh, interesting. I think that you're just, once again, with the fill your cup with sacred giggles, the fact that that's reversed means to me that you need to refill your cup. I think that you're a giver. I think you're definitely, especially if you're feminine, you're definitely girl power. You're a girl's girl. You definitely support other women. You might have sisters that you grew up with that you love and that are a sense of joy in your life. Or maybe you're finding a sisterhood right now. Interesting. No matter what it is, I see that you're replenishing your aura. So your aura, it is coming across a little depleted, a little anemic, a little anemic. Okay, we have twin flames over here. Ooh, somebody feels like they're your twin flame. So yin and yang, zen, balance, union, complementing each other. Ooh, so somebody's complimenting you behind your back, which is, I mean, really good. Ooh, okay. We got the stabbed in the back card right after I said that. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. Okay, so I think there's a mix. You could have a love-hate relationship with someone with the twin flames. We have self-indulgence. We have focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, like I said, and then self-appreciation. Okay, so some people feel like you're being selfish. They're talking behind your back because they feel like you are just only focusing on yourself right now. So you might be called selfish. Or irresponsible is another word I'm getting. I'm getting this from like family members in particular. Then we have wedding rings, we have union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Ooh, somebody's got commitment on the brain. Then we have the snake, we have competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Ooh, and then we have love, unconditional love, self love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Okay, so maybe somebody's spouse has talked about you or been interested. Maybe I don't know why I'm getting this, but like you're a topic of discussion in within couples or married couples. Huh, interesting. But there is a snake energy that's being very they might, I don't want to like worry you at all because they can't do anything to you. But yeah, maybe there is some shady energy going on, but then I also see with the twin flames card that your people don't think that about you. Like your people are your people. So you're finding your tribe. And then I think there's definitely some cruel judgmental energy, but those people are not your tribe, okay? So you're triggering the people because they're still talking behind your back. They still clearly want to be in your energy. So the fact that they want to be in your energy to me lets me know that you're doing something right, but they are potentially being a little bit jealous, a little bit shady, a little bit snaky. And your twin flames or your soul tribe members are complimenting you, they are supporting you, they're reinforcing the things that you love. They're reflecting that back to you. They're falling in love with your story. They want to add to your life. They don't want to take away from it. So I see a mixed, like, there's going to be some good people, there's going to be some bad people. I think that that's what you're learning to let go of, though. And I think that you did the right thing, group 5. There's definitely some energy that you should leave in the past. Hmm. But yeah, very beautiful aura color. It's you have a very futuristic type of frequency. It's really interesting. I just see someone that could really be into like AI or like very interested in where we're all going um, as a society. someone who could be really into sci-fi, so Star Wars, Star Trek, something like that. I'm getting energy like that. So somebody who could be giving me a lot of Aquarian star seed vibes. Someone who's definitely doesn't fit in, could potentially be a black sheep, a loner, someone who was considered really weird when they were growing up. Maybe you didn't have the best childhood, but still fall in love with your story. I still think, and also if you want love in your life, like a partner, I do see that companionship for you with the Twin Flames card. But it just means that I see you making better choices in your life with the Release card and the Eight of Wands and the Knight, or the King of Swords. So I think of the King of Swords as being a little bit nicer than the Queen of Swords with their words. So you might not, have like an argument with people. You'd probably rather just walk away. And I think you might be a little bit intimidated by authoritative figures or authority figures. And so that might mean that your approach is a little bit more covert. You go about things in a more passive way because I think facing things head on for you is a little bit too intense. So you would rather text somebody instead of see them in person. You'd rather like email them. All right. Well, that's actually all I'm getting from my lovely group fives. I hope that you enjoyed today's reading as much as I enjoyed reading for you. If you did, I ask that you show some love on my channel and you guys can like, share, comment, or subscribe, whatever you feel called to do. And yeah, it was just a lot of fun, guys. I hope to see you again on my channel one day. Sending you all love, light, and divine protection. Take care, my lovely group fives. Hello, my lovely group sixes. If you chose this amethyst crystal jar and the Shadowscapes tarot deck, you are my lovely group sixes for today. And we are going to be getting into what is your aura color, what that says about you and your personality, and how your aura is affecting those you come into contact with, whether you know or don't know, like consciously or unconsciously. So those are all the things we're going to be tapping into today. We're going to be tapping into your aura by your nature versus your aura by your environment or your upbringing. So how your environment impacts your aura. Then we're going to kind of be tapping into your light side and your dark side, your higher and your lower self, okay? Okay, so let's, oh, I think one of the candles went out. One moment. Okay, so let's start with the prism oracle cards. And let's check your aura color, my lovely group sixes. Ooh, we got green auras with abundance. I love it. You turn things to gold, so you definitely have the Midas touch naturally. Okay, two cards want to come out. We have deep healing with azurite and malachite. And we have inspiration with chrysanthemum stone. Okay, so we did get this the chrysanthemum stone for one of the other piles. I'm seeing a money magnet. I am seeing a money magnet. Someone who is making money through inspiring other people. I see someone who's very psychic. So green and turquoise in your aura. And then I definitely see that when you want to turn it on with the inspiration card down here, you can be super extroverted, surprisingly extroverted. Okay, let's see. Number 14 says, deep healing is occurring now or may need to happen. Many changes may be occurring in your life at this time. Azurite and malachite are known to bring very deep emotions to the surface. It is necessary to release these emotions for healing to occur. This is a good crystal grid to use. Oh wow, interesting. It sorry, I'm just skimming through. So this card represents as above, so below, as within, so without. Allow yourself to release whatever has been buried and know that as you heal, so too does this healing occur around you. Ooh, okay. So somebody here is a healer. You guys could go to school for some sort of healing profession. Ooh, I liked your energy. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You guys like going very close to the flame. We have the King of Swords. We have the Four of Wands, the Knight of Wands. Ah, that's where that warmth is coming from. The Knight of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Once again, we have some King energy. This is similar. Excuse me. I think this is similar to group 4. This might be similar to group 4. No, group 3. Group 3. So if you felt called to group 3, go head over there. Very similar energy. You're very successful though in what you do. Oh, at the bottom of the deck we have the Queen of Swords here. Interesting counterpart energy. Here. I do feel like you've manifested a relationship recently or some sort of union or partnership, and it's working for you very well. I feel like things are starting to work out for you in your life. You're very successful in your career, or you're starting to pay back your student loans, or there's just something to do with money, okay? But in a good way. hmm. I see with the Four of Wands, you may even be trying to plan for a family with this partner, with this King and this Queen of Swords. You guys might just be trying to make sure you have enough resources. Interesting. I also see some travel with the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Wands. So you might travel for work. Uh, Very stable energy though. It's interesting. We have all court cards and then the Four of Wands. So I'm seeing a home life is very important to you. Maybe you recently went to therapy or you're going to therapy and you're working through some childhood issues with the deep healing, and you have been inspired to do so. Maybe your partner is the one that suggested that you go to therapy. Interesting. I feel like you're at a very financially abundant part of your life, and that might not have always been the case, or maybe it has always been the case. But by your very nature, you're very magical to the touch. You turn things into gold. You have the Midas touch. The cards that I'm shuffling out now are the blind spot cards. So this is going to help us see your shadow side. And then the one that I just put out here is the Light Workers Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. And this is going to show us your light body or your higher self. Okay, so let's start with the number 1, the first ray of power. Yeah, so you're in your personal power group 6. So it says the first ray of power is energy of conscious destruction. It could be used in a healthy way to eliminate the past and allow for a fresh start. Okay, the first ray also carries the frequency of leadership. It can assist you to stand in your truth and your light so others find their way by it. It helps you to strengthen your willpower so as you accomplish any task you choose. The Ascended Master El Mora may bring his particular blessings and encourages you to believe in your own strength and take the initiative on whatever matters most to you. All right, lovely, lovely. The first ray of personal power. And then we have number 77. with upset. If you have drawn the sigil, you do not have real clarity about why you are upset. Ooh, that's why the deep healing. Okay, interesting. That's why there's deep healing. So it says, you may even be denying that you are upset when you most definitely are. Improvement in this situation will happen once you admit to the fact that you are really upset and clearly understand why. Upset is your internal guidance system telling you in the moment that an aspect of your life is out of alignment with your desires. If your emotions were a compass, an upset in your compass alerting you that you have moved off your north path. Okay, so maybe there are some money upsets right now. Excuse me. Hello, my lovely group sixes. I just had to fix the table. And I also got the hiccups, so bear with me. Sorry. I'm just gonna try to push through. If it's too distracting, I'll just take a pause and then get back to the reading. So I see with the card upset and then the deep healing. Yeah, I feel like you're working through some heavy stuff. I'm sorry to laugh. But you really, really do have the power to heal right now, group six. You have the power to heal yourself, and that therefore influences others who are around you to do the same inner work. I hope that you guys find the hiccups funny and not annoying. I'm sorry. I'm gonna hold my breath. Okay, so back to it. So, yeah, you have a lot of personal power, my group sixes. You definitely have the ability to heal others with your aura, or to inspire others to heal with the, excuse me, with the inspiration card next to the deep healing. So your work, the work that you're doing on Earth right now, is very important. You've kind of earned a position of power in some sort of realm. So this could be like you created your own podcast. This could be started your own business, uh, or got your dream career, something along those lines. Group six. But with the abundance card, you're at a place where you can really impact others right now. You have the ability, you're in a very fortunate position to be able to help others in need at this time. So do with that what you will with that information. Yeah, but you're very powerful, group six. Okay, you're a powerhouse. I don't know why I'm getting mitochondria, your metabolism or something like that. Maybe you have a very high metabolism. You're naturally pretty athletic, my group sixes. I see with the abundance card that you did come to Earth with an abundance of physical, mental, and spiritual energy. So some people may have told you that you're like too much or that you're a lot, but I genuinely think that you just have a lot of vitality. I feel like as a kid, you were like this super energetic child. It's making me smile. I think that you you were a happy child, but it doesn't mean that your childhood was perfect, okay? Definitely getting that energy. So let's get a little deeper. So let's use the sacred creators cards and the island time wellness cards. And this is going to show us how your aura is impacting those around you. So this is consciously, so knowingly how you're impacting others. So things that you're doing, things that you're saying. Ooh, soul on fire. Yes. Laser focus, precision, accuracy, the eye of the tiger. Yeah, you're locked in. When you're locked in, group six, you're locked in, okay? Very, I'm seeing someone on like on a treadmill that just keeps pressing the setting higher and higher, so you have to run faster and faster. So I feel like you like to challenge yourself. I feel like you like a lot of sports, very active, very you like to feel the burn with the soul on fire. Then we have one step ahead is all you need. Okay, so you're very encouraging to others and you light them up, you inspire them. but yet you're very down to earth. You give very practical. I'm almost getting like a step by step PowerPoint about, like, how to budget your finances. On you're in accounting or financing, or you work at a bank, or there's something to do with teaching others how to be financially independent, how to better their finances, how to pay off their debts. You have the power uh, to change people's lives, group 6. Ooh. Okay, so this is the unconscious ways that you're affecting people. Sabotage, rebuilding, integration, good. Or is that integration or interrogation? Uh, Repetitive, persistent, working on it. Ooh, you make people want to work on themselves. Keys on a ring, many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. Okay, maybe some people feel a little forgotten by you. I don't know. The Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, and a changed mind. Okay, so you inspire people to change. And then soulmates. So people feel like you're their soulmate, that you guys are in a good partnership together, whether it's in business, whether it's in romance. Yeah. So we got some good with the bad, with the with how your aura is impacting people. I feel like you could kind of hammer or lay down the law on people a little bit hard. I think that you're intense. I think that some people might mistake you for having like anger issues or being too much, like I said, but it's really like you're strong, okay? I feel like you're stronger than your peers, or you're the strongest in the family, or there's something about your strength, even like your physical strength. You could work in the skilled trades even with the hammer. But yeah, no matter what you do, you're successful at it. So if you want a partnership, you're attracting that to you. If you want to heal or become a healer, you're attracting that. If you want to inspire people, you're attracting that. I see my artists here in my group 6s as well. So your aura, like I said, it's a very green turquoise, and there's some warmth to it. It has a little bit of a warming effect, even though the color and the temperature is a little bit more neutral and cool. You do have this warmth to you as well when you tap into it. And I think you do it when you want to inspire people, okay? All right, my lovely group 6s, that is actually all I'm getting for you today. I hope that you enjoyed today's reading as much as I did. And I'm sending you all love, light, and divine protection. If you enjoyed today's reading, I ask that you show some love on my channel so you can like, share, comment, subscribe. And yeah, so thank you so much for being here with me today. I loved reading everybody's auras, and I hope to see you all on my channel again one day, like I said. Bye bye for now. Take care, my lovely group 6s.